Hello everyone, this is Mario. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to the sixth stage of the Tour de France 2019 in Pro Cycling Manager. Today we have the arrival of the mountain stages, but this will still be just a short sample of what is yet to come once we reach the Pyrenees and the Alps in the second and third weeks of this race. Still today, we have 7 categorized climbs, 3 of which are category 1, and the final of which coincides with the finish line, so we will have our first summit finish of this Tour de France. So the GC contenders are finally expected to show what they're in for. I really expect them to take over this stage, and as such, my main focus for today will be on Enric Mas. So the riders are now departing to complete these 164 kilometers of a very irregular terrain. I will be focusing on Enric Mas mainly in today's stage, but if the peloton allows me to do that, I will try to get Julian Alaphilippe in the breakaway so that he can start collecting KOM points. But honestly, I doubt that at this point, being 14th in the GC, that the peloton will allow Alaphilippe to get in the breakaway. So contrary to what I was expecting, I did manage to put Julian Alaphilippe in the breakaway group, and what a breakaway group we have today. 28 riders in this group. We are now starting the ascension to the first category 1 climb of the day. Let's try to tell you who is in this group. We had a fall back in the peloton. Let's check. It was Amund Grøndal Jensen is still going to get back to the race. So in this group we have Tom Skujens, already winner of one stage in this Tour de France, Gregor Mulberger, also Tanel Kangart, Matthias Frank, Zandro Maurice, Guillaume Martin, let's try not to lose anyone, Cluj, Perichon, Nicolas Zede, Vachon, Landagnou, Odd Christian Eiking, Alessandro De Marchi, Simon, who else is here? Thomas de Gent, Rein Taramay, Sicard, Gesberg. Oh, I'm missing someone for sure. Bach, Serge Pauwels, De Boest, Nathanael Berane, the leader of the mountain classification, Urselin, and Lilian Calmejin. I don't think I missed anyone in this group. And José Gonçalves as well. So I missed the Portuguese rider. I'm leading the pace here with Alaphilippe. Maybe I shouldn't go that strong. Everyone else is just following on the wheel. The weather is terrible, torrential rain at the moment. So let's see if falls are going to be a problem in today's stage. So still 5 kilometers to go in this climb. We will, in a short while, have, well, the riders are now on a small downhill. We cannot see a thing because of the fog. Let's try to get Alaphilippe more to the front now with 3.5 kilometers to go to the top of the climb. Let's pace a bit at the front at 80. Is being blocked. Alaphilippe is being blocked by Landagnou. Let's see now. Let's keep the 80 effort. Terrible weather. 2.5 kilometers to go. Let's increase to 85. Not to be surprised. There's been a fall back in the peloton. I won't look back to what's happening. Let's see, we have Tom Skujens in our wheel. Is he going to attack? Yes, let's try to follow his wheel and soon launch the attack by Alaphilippe. Let's go now. Let's try to get the points here. José Gonçalves is also trying to go for the points. Oh, and I launched too early, and Skujens was actually the first one here, but Alaphilippe already getting 8 points, and he's second on the mountain classification. So a big gap opened up between the GC contenders. Oh, the mountain contenders. I was a bit distracted. They are already attacking for the KOM points. Let's follow the wheel of José Gonçalves or Tom Skujens. Let's now go with Matthias Frank. We have to take the points in this one. It's only a category 3, so only 2 points. Let's go with Alaphilippe now. Can he take the points here? And I think he did. Yes, he's now tied with Tom Squeans in the lead, in the virtual lead of the KOM classification. So the breakaway riders are now just 3 kilometers away from the top of the Col du Hondshoek. Julian Alaphilippe is leading the pace here. Let's go back to the peloton because some of our riders are having some trouble following the pace. So Enric Mas is dropping a bit. I really don't want that to happen. Let's see if Mas and Asgreen don't get dropped. Let's go back here and try to follow now. Oh, I was a bit distracted with what was going on back in the peloton. Let's follow the wheel of Tunnel Kangert. And can we attack now maybe? Or maybe still following the wheel of Squeens? And launch the attack now. Let's go, Alaphilippe. Come on, come on, take the points. It's a category 2 climb, and you can do it. Yes. Julian Alaphilippe takes the top points here and is now on 15, provisional leader of the mountain classification. So in the meantime, the pace in the peloton increased really significantly, and the lead of the breakaway riders, the 4 ones that are left from the breakaway, is down to less than 1 minute, and I now doubt that they can actually keep that they can actually be the first ones on the top of this climb. So we are 2.5 kilometers away from the top of the climb, and actually the lead of the breakaway riders slightly increased, 2 kilometers now for the top. It's Tom Squeans attacking again. Let's see, Alaphilippe is really short on energy. He cannot follow the attack by Tom Squeans, so he's not going to take the top points here. Or can he get there? No, he won't be able to take the top points. So he was second in this climb, and I think they will be both tied in the lead of the mountain classification. So with a 2 minutes lead, the riders in the front, Alaphilippe and Squeans, are starting the ascension to the Col des Croix, and Squeans is already attacking. I was distracted again. Come on. Let's get back to him at 95. Can I still catch him? Let's go all out with Alaphilippe. This was too short. I was a bit distracted. Can I still overtake Squeans? Let's attack now. Can I take the 2 points? And no, I think it was Squeans. Yes, he's now on 25 and I'm on 24. I'm not really doing this that well. And Tom Squeans is already attacking. We are still 9 kilometers away from the top of the Col des Chevers, and he's already going for it. I'm not going to follow that. That's a bit insane, I think. No, but Alaphilippe is catching up with Tom Squeans. So let's keep with him for the moment. He probably wasted a lot of energy with that kind of ridiculous attack so early. But no, I don't really want you to be just sitting on my wheel. Come on, do some work, dude. So I'm now on the wheel of Squeans. 2 kilometers to go. Should I increase the pace now? Let's try to do that to see how Squeans is feeling. He probably wasted a lot of energy. Let's go on 85. 1.5 kilometers to go in this climb, and Squeans is dropping. Yes, he cannot follow the pace of Alaphilippe. So tough for you, man. You shouldn't have attacked so early. Let's drop the pace of Alaphilippe a bit. Alberto Bettiol attacked. He is actually catching up with Tom Squeans, but Alaphilippe is going to take the points here, unless Bettiol does something incredible, but no, it's Julian Alaphilippe. Let's try to recover some energy now in the downhill. The main group is already over the final category 2 climb. We're only missing La Planche des Belles Filles, It's the final climb of the day, and it's going to take the riders to the finish line. So attacks now. Bauke Mollema is attacking. Let's keep the pace on 90 now with Enric Mas. I should put Alaphilippe protecting the Spanish rider. Let's decrease the pace now a bit. So in the front we have Geraint Thomas and Jakob Fuglsang. Let's see how this goes. 4.5 kilometers to go. Enric Mas is alone. Nairo Quintana is trying to bridge the gap to the riders in the front. Let's increase the pace a bit and use the energy gel for Enric Mas. We have Mikhail Kwiatkowski and Nairo Quintana, Alejandro Valverde here as well. So 3 kilometers to go. Let's keep the pace of Enric Mas let's drop it a bit to 85. I don't want him to waste all his energy too soon. We have Kwiatkowski going with Bernal. Let's see who is going to take the stage today. Jakob Fuglsang seems to be the strongest one today. And Enric Mas is already out of energy. He's together with Romain Bardet and he's out of energy. Kruijswijk and Ura are going to pass Enric Mas. Oh, I wasted too much energy. This is not what I was expecting. Terrible performance today. Everyone else is out of energy. And Geraint Thomas at the top of La Planche de Belleville is taking the stage win with a considerable gap to other riders. Jakob Fuglsang is the second, almost 30 seconds behind. Then a group led by Egan Bernal with Vincenzo Nibali, Adam Yates, Kwiatkowski, Valverde and Bauke Mollema. They are 1 minute behind. Then Thibaut Pinot, Kruijswijk, Bardet and Uran, and Enric Mas really far behind. So this was not the performance I was expecting from the Spanish rider. Losing over 2 minutes today to Geraint Thomas. So Geraint Thomas already showing he's not in front to play around, and he takes the stage win ahead of Jakob Fuglsang. Geraint Thomas taking the stage and 29 seconds over Jakob Fuglsang and 57 over several other GC contenders. And he takes the yellow jersey from his teammate Egan Bernal. He now leads with already almost 1 minute over Jakob Fuglsang. Thomas is the man to beat in this Tour de France. In the mountain classification, we now have Julian Alaphilippe wearing the polka dot jersey. So it's a nice first step for the goal of taking this classification with the French rider. In the points classification, Peter Sagan is the leader still with 101 points. Tom Squeens is a surprising second placed rider in this classification. The best young rider is still Egan Bernal, 2 minutes and 7 seconds ahead of our rider Enric Mas. And the best team is, of course, by far Team Ineos. So this stage went down really bad. I was not expecting such a bad performance by Enric Mas. I honestly don't know where I failed. Maybe I pushed too hard in the final climb to bridge the gap to the front riders, and then lost all the energy on Enric Mas, and then he ended up losing 2 minutes and 5 seconds. In the GC, Mas is now 11th, but already 3 minutes and 8 seconds behind Geraint Thomas, and about a minute and a half behind Bauke Mollema, who is the last rider in the top 5. So after the first mountain stage, we will have again a stage suited for the sprinters in the next one. It's really long, 231.6 kilometers long, a bit hilly in the first half of it, but the final 100 kilometers are completely flat. So I do expect a mass sprint finish where I will want to challenge with Elia Viviani again. So even though I did not perform really well with Enric Mas in this stage, I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, please click the like button. Also, leave me a comment, tell me what you think I did wrong today. I certainly did something wrong, although not everything was negative. I managed to get the lead in the mountain classification with Julian Alaphilippe, so that's quite positive. And if you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate your support, and I hope to see you all next time for Stage 7 of the Tour de France 2019 in Pro Cycling Manager. Bye!